Welcome to our training on matching or creating product listings one at a time. You'll need to upload and list your products in Seller Central to sell them in the Amazon store. In this video, we'll review step-by-step instructions for listing products one at a time using the Add Products tool in Seller Central. To begin adding products, click the menu icon in the top left corner of Seller Central. Hover over Catalog, then click Add Products. You'll use the search bar on this page to check if other sellers have listed the same product that you'd like to sell in the Amazon store. If so, you'll match your product to the existing product detail page by adding your offer information. If the product you want to sell isn't already sold in the Amazon store, you'll create a new product detail page and add your offer information simultaneously. Let's review how to match an offer to an existing product. Then, we'll walk through how to create a new product listing. Type your product's name or identifier into the search box. We recommend using a product identifier such as UPC, EAN, GTIN, or ISBN for the most accurate results. You can use the options under the Narrow by Category section to help narrow down your search results. After you've located the product you'd like to list, choose its condition and select Sell this product. If the product you searched for is part of a variation family, you'll see a Show Variations drop-down menu. Select it, choose the product you'd like to sell from the list, and follow the next steps that appear. If Not Available appears next to your product, select the Show Limitations drop-down menu to review the reason, and click Learn More for further details. If you see an Apply to Sell button next to a product, it's either a restricted product or requires approval before you can sell it in the Amazon store. Select the button to open a selling application, which you'll use to apply to get approval to list the product in the Amazon store. Select the menu icon in the top left corner of Seller Central. Hover over Catalog and click View Selling Applications. After approved, you can list your product in the condition you chose. After you've found and selected your product, enter your offer information in the Offer section. We've marked all required fields with an asterisk symbol, but recommend you also complete the Seller SKU field. You can add your own item number or a unique identifier you use to categorize your products, to easily compare what you've listed in Seller Central to your own records. Seller SKUs are also often used by third-party integration tools to tie systems together. If you leave this field blank, we'll generate a random alphanumeric SKU for you. Keep in mind that you won't be able to change the product's SKU after you click the Save and Finish button. You can select the More Attributes toggle to view and complete more optional fields, but you'll also be able to add them to your offer after you've matched it to the product's detail page. When you've completed the required fields, as well as any optional fields, click the Save and Finish button to match your offer. Now let's walk through how to list a new product in the Amazon store if it didn't appear in search results. You can either click I'm adding a product not sold on Amazon from the Add Products page, or click the Create a New Listing button from the search results page. Next, you'll use the Select a Product Type page to search and select the category that's most relevant to your product. You can type a category in the search bar or scroll through a list of options. If you often add products from the same categories, select the star icon next to those categories. These selections will appear under the Favorites section for easy access in the future. After you find the category that best describes your product, select it to continue. Depending on the category you chose, you might need to browse multiple levels of categories and make a more specific selection. This level of detail helps ensure that we display the correct information, as well as attribute fields for you to complete as you list your product. After you've made your selections, click the Select button. If a lock icon is shown next to a category, it means the category is restricted or requires approval before you can create a product listing. Click the Learn More link next to the lock icon for more information. After you select a category, you'll arrive at the page where you'll create your listing. Click through each tab and complete all required sections with your product's information. We've noted required fields with an asterisk. If you're creating a new listing for a product that's part of a brand enrolled in Amazon Brand Registry, make sure you enter the brand's name exactly as it appears on the trademark submitted during the enrollment process. It should have the same letters and special characters, as well as the same capitalization and spacing. This helps ensure that the product is successfully associated with the brand in the Amazon catalog. Note, too, that only 3 types of sellers can use our standard listing processes to create product detail pages for products that are part of an enrolled brand: the original rights owner who enrolled the brand, other sellers internal to the brand, and resellers who've been associated with the brand. If you have a question about a product attribute while creating your new listing, hover over the question mark icon for more information. A pop-up window will appear with instructions on how to complete the field and give you the option to provide feedback. Use the Report an Issue section to let Amazon know if a field or the options provided in a drop-down menu aren't relevant to your product. If you don't provide all required information, it could result in an unsuccessful listing creation, meaning you might receive quality alerts or your products could become suppressed from customer search results. You can also select the More Attributes toggle to reveal additional tabs and fields, which are optional but allow you to provide additional details about your product. You can also complete these fields after you've created your listing. While creating a listing, follow Amazon's quality standards, adding rich information like properly formatted titles, high-resolution images on white backgrounds, detailed product descriptions, and bullet points helps customers make informed purchase decisions. Adding precise optional information also helps increase your listing's discoverability. To review Amazon's suggested listing quality guidelines, search Listing Quality in Seller Central. When you create your listing, note that if you have products that are similar in nature, but differ from each other by 1 or 2 factors, like color and size, you don't have to add each of these product variations separately. Instead, you can create a single variation family for these products. When your product has variations, it has a parent ASIN and 1 or more child ASINs or child variations. For example, if you sell a shirt in different sizes and colors, the shirt represents the parent ASIN. The shirt's variations, such as blue and medium, represent child ASINs. Customers won't be able to see or purchase a parent ASIN, and its sole purpose is to hold the variation family together. After the variation family is created, you can view the parent ASIN on the Manage Inventory page. To get there, select the menu icon in the top left corner of Seller Central, hover over Inventory, and select Manage All Inventory. You can check if other sellers have listed the product variations you'd like to sell by returning to the Add Products tool and following the same steps outlined earlier in this video. If a listing already exists, you'll match your offer to the existing listing. Let's return to the listing workflow and review how to create a variation family. Select the Variations tab and choose the variation type. This represents the factor that differentiates each of your products, like color. The field that appears will depend on your selection. For example, if you selected color as your product's variation type, you'll be prompted to indicate each color you'll list for the same product. Then click Add. You can repeat this step for each product you'd like to create within the specific variation family. Update each child ASIN with your offer information. This includes the seller SKU, product ID, condition, price, and quantity. Note that no 2 child ASINs can have identical offer information. Required fields for each item are marked with an asterisk and highlighted with red borders. The product information you fill out in the form's other sections will be copied across each child ASIN. But you can make changes to each child listing individually after you create the variation family. After you create each child ASIN, you'll need to add images by editing each child ASIN individually. After you've completed the form, check for 1 or more red exclamation marks. They'll guide you to any fields you missed or errors you made while creating the listing. Then, click the Save and Finish button to create your listing. After submitted, the listing will be reflected in your inventory within 15 minutes to 24 hours. This concludes our training on how to match or create product listings one at a time. Thank you, and happy selling in the Amazon store!